A mesmerizing portrait captures Maria Makiling as she emerges from Mount Makiling's dense foliage at twilight, her dark hair flowing, her serene eyes reflecting the setting sun. The air glows ethereally, softly illuminating her traditional Filipino queen dress, with a gold crown and a close-up with a shallow depth of field that blurs the surrounding forest into an enchanted backdrop. She in flowing white robes reaches out to touch a ripe cacao fruit in a lush, sun-dappled jungle, her face filled with longing as a shimmering, ethereal magical palace faintly materializes in the background mist. A lone sorceress, regal in flowing robes, glances back at her immense, luminous palace. It spires piercing the twilight sky amidst swirling arcane energies and shimmering starlight. A beautiful queen, named Maria Makiling with long black hair, wearing a red dress and a golden crown, sits on a golden throne in a grand hall with golden pillars and arched windows. Golden boxes stacked around her are topped with cacao fruits. The scene is richly detailed and opulent, with a regal and powerful atmosphere. Tight waist-up captures Maria Makiling regally seated on her golden throne, draped in a rich red queen's robe. Her expression is serene. A queen in a red dress and crown sits on a wooden ship, surrounded by two men in red shirts. They are all sitting next to baskets filled with smooth, gray stones. The ship is on a bright blue ocean under a clear sky. A regal Queen Maria Makiling, adorned in velvet and jewels, gestures imperiously from her throne as she commands her servants to embark on a global quest to import cacao. The scene bathed in the warm glow of candlelight that illuminates the opulent palace. From a high vantage point on the ship's deck, the queen stands regally among her attendants as merchants in colorful natives. In a sun-dappled forest clearing, Queen Maria Makiling, adorned with a golden crown, bestows a cascade of shimmering gold upon a humble woman, whose face is etched with surprise and gratitude, in return for her boundless generosity and kindness. Captured in a soft, ethereal light with a shallow depth of field that gently blurs the forest background. A close-up captures a Filipino woman's face alight with joy and gratitude as she gazes at a pile of gold, her traditional woven garments subtly catching the light, bathed in the warm glow of late afternoon sun filtering through the lush forest. In a sun-dappled forest clearing, Queen Maria Makiling, wreathed in verdant leaves, bestows a cascade of shimmering gold upon a humble woman, her face etched with surprise and gratitude, in return for her boundless generosity and kindness. Captured in a soft, ethereal light. A young woman, face illuminated by the warm glow of newfound wealth, presents a heavy sack overflowing with gold coins to her astonished family in their modest home. The sudden influx of riches casting long, dancing shadows across their faces in the dimly lit room. A close-up captures a young Filipino woman, around 25. A somber, wide-angle shot depicting a desolate village under the shadow of Mount Makiling, where the lifeless bodies of children lie still as a mournful mist hangs in the air, illuminated by the faint, ethereal glow of the setting sun, hinting at the wrath of a vengeful nature spirit. A poignant medium shot captures a Filipino couple on a weathered porch swing, their faces reflecting deep sorrow, tears streaming down their cheeks. The muted light of a cloudy afternoon accentuates the lines of grief etched around their eyes, a subtle breeze rustling through the nearby trees. Tight waist-up capturing Queen Maria Makiling's furious visage, her eyes blazing with divine anger. Golden jewelry adorns her. Tight waist-up capturing Queen Maria Makiling's furious visage, her eyes blazing with divine anger. Golden jewelry adorns her, yet her clenched hands and tense posture convey utter disdain for those who value wealth over humanity, as a storm gathers ominously behind her. A dramatic cinematic shot of Queen Maria Makiling, her face etched with fury and sorrow, addressing a gathering of ethereal fairies amidst a lush, misty forest. Her flowing gown is the color of twilight, and the air shimmers with unspoken magic as she delivers her decree against any further interaction with mortals. A melancholic fairy queen sits on a moss-covered throne deep within an ancient forest, her translucent wings shimmering faintly in the dappled sunlight that filters through the canopy. Her face etched with a weary sadness as she contemplates her self-imposed exile from the human world and her own kind. Close up on a fairy's sorrowful face, tears welling in her large, expressive eyes. A profound sadness etches her delicate features as she cries out, her heartbreak palpable. Soft, diffused light catches the glistening tears, and he emphasizes her raw emotion stemming from an impossible love for. A fairy's shadowy figure gradually transforms, revealing a stunning woman with flowing hair and an enigmatic smile, her elegant dress shimmering as the last traces of her former disguise fade away in a soft, warm light spills from the restaurant windows onto the wet cobblestone street as a young couple laughs intimately at their candlelit table, captured in a candid medium shot with a gentle bouquet blurring the background. After a series of enchanting dates, they arrive at his warmly lit home, the soft glow of the porch light casting long shadows as a palpable sense of romance begins to bloom in the cool evening air. A solitary fairy with shimmering wings, her face etched with longing, slowly walks back into the dense, overgrown forest, dappled sunlight filtering through the ancient trees, casting long shadows around her in the twilight. A concerned man with tousled brown hair and a worried expression frantically searches a dimly lit, rain-slicked street, his gaze darting between the neon signs reflecting in the puddles, fearing his new girlfriend has vanished without a trace. Over-the-shoulder shot of Queen Maria Makiling, her expression a mix of regal authority and genuine concern, as she leans slightly toward a petite fairy. The fairy's delicate features are etched with worry as she gestures with tiny hands, bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of the enchanted forest, highlighting the tension between the queen's power and the fairy's vulnerability. A dramatic, eye-level close-up of Queen Maria Makiling, her face contorted in rage, dark eyes flashing with fury. She is clad in a vibrant red robe, a golden crown casting a soft glow around her. A wide shot of a dimly lit cavern, where a delicate fairy with shimmering wings is trapped inside a crude, stone prison cell. Soft, ethereal light barely illuminates her forlorn expression as she gazes out from behind the bars, defeated after a failed attempt to escape. Tight close-up capturing the queen's furious glare, her eyes blazing with cold contempt as she recalls the fairy's betrayal. Subtle shadows dance across her face, emphasizing the rigid set of her jaw and the barely suppressed rage simmering beneath her regal composure, a dramatic, low-angle shot of a prisoner, the fairy kneeling before a regal queen on her throne, the queen's face obscured by shadow, the prisoner's face etched with despair. To continue our story, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and ping the bell for our next episode.